Every single worker in this state, if they're public or they're private, who does the work, who plays by the rules, deserves to be treated with dignity, with respect, and we demand that, and we accept nothing less.
The first time in my 23-year career, my pensions are truly under attack. They want to eliminate our defined benefits pensions that's guaranteed money for life. They want to replace it with a 401k. Our pensions are successfully managed when the employer and the employee provides 100% of their contribution. They don't cut corners. They look at the actuarial rates and they put in what needs to be put in. That's what we proposed. That shouldn't be held hostage to negotiate for other things. Our pensions are healthy and viable. They need to stay that way. Pay their full percent, we'll pay our full percent. Our retirees are willing to take the sacrifice that's shared amongst all of us. We ask our legislators to finish this job.
With a $1.65 billion budget surplus, the legislatures, they want to slash state agency budgets by 10%, laying off 3,500 state employees.
AFSCME members see the underbellies of the bridges, the poor pavement on the roads, and the potholes that could swallow a car. We are here to tell you the need is urgent. But MnDOT has 500 fewer designers, inspectors, and maintenance workers than it did a decade ago. That's more roads, less workers. Growing our system without plans to maintain it is like buying a new car and never changing the oil. Who does that? Real solutions must be a 10-year commitment to transportation. It must balance the needs of greater Minnesota and the metro. It must cover roads, bridges, transit, bike, and pedestrian infrastructure. Finally, the fairest way to pay for transportation is with a modest increase in the gas tax. Who's for that?
Our state-run facilities are full, and legislatures want to fix the overcrowding. They want to open a private prison. No. They want to lease it. They want corrections to run it and staff it. Beware of the bait and switch. Once the lease is out, Core Civic will then step up and run the prison. They will invite us to apply for the jobs at lower wages. The company cuts corners to make a buck. Their trail of abuses is well documented. These are dangerous conditions for inmates, staff, and public at risk. Criminal justice is a core responsibility of government. Public workers should protect the public safety.
That's right. They want to get rid of parental leave for us and not give it to the rest of Minnesota. You can't say you're for family values and do nothing of value for a family. That's wrong.
Lawmakers brought more families into the system without first making sure that there was adequate staff to work with the families that they brought in. Workloads and turnovers have gotten worse and not better. Services to children have gotten worse and not better. We can't respond to reports of abuse in the time required by law. Our caseloads are so heavy, typically double what the task force from Minnesota is recommending, that we live in constant fear that a child is going to slip through our safety net. In extreme cases, children are forced to stay with abusive parents. I can testify that that is a fact. And in St. Louis County, children were living in the child protection offices, sleeping on cots and bathing in the bathroom sinks. Children can't protect themselves. They need all of us. And they need the legislator to invest in child protection and in foster care.
Over the last 3 years, several brave members of this group right in front of me stepped forward to raise awareness about the unsafe conditions found in facilities that are considered the most challenging and dangerous within Minnesota.
I am pregnant. My baby boy is due in May. I love him already, but that didn't matter to the patient who assaulted me. She punched me in my right eye 5 times. And left me with a bruise. I covered my stomach and prayed that I wouldn't lose my baby. Thanks God, both of us are okay. Another patient pulled her off me. I am not alone. Hundreds of us are attacking and beating inside state mental health facility. Raise your hand if you've been assaulted by a victim patient. Raise your hand if you worry about being assaulted at work. Patient kick, scream, and beat and choke us. They spit on us. We feel like a punching bag. We don't have to suffer in silence anymore.
Angel could have lost her unborn child, not because of her fault, but because of unsafe staffing measures that her employer had made. The governor's full bonding proposal can no longer be delayed or ignored, not at the cost of what is morally and legally expected of us and from Minnesota.
That's right.
Bonding bills need full bipartisan support. I ask and urge you to please have your legislators support and come to common ground and bond for our safety.
That's right.